In today's video, I'm discussing one of the most famous and best-selling authors of the country, India. He is into mythological fiction, historical fiction, crime thrillers, and theological fiction. And I'm going to be talking about the books he has written, what they're about, without giving away any spoilers. Keep watching this video. Hi there, I'm Manpreet. I make book-related videos on this channel. If you like books, make sure you subscribe, follow me on my social media, and hit that bell button so that you get notified every time I post a new video, which is every odd day, 9 to 12 p.m. IST. Anyway, in today's video, you might know already from the title, we are discussing Ashwin Sanghi. He has written a lot of books. He is a best-selling Indian author. He's one of the most well-known Indian authors, also included in the list of Forbes for being one of the most popular celebrities of the country. We are discussing the books written by him. Before I begin, let me tell you about this series of videos that I'm doing. This is about Indian authors and about authors. And I discuss all the books written by the author which I pick up in a particular video, what those books are about. And I also review the books that I have read from the list of all the books written by the author. I have done about 3 videos in this series. I'll link all of them down below. Do check it out. Durjoy Datta, Navneet Chakrabarti, Preeti Shenoy. These are the authors I have covered. And this is the 4th video. Let's get started with it. The most amazing part about Ashwin Sanghi's books is, actually there are 2 parts. 1, how he combines several different genres and plot lines. 2, it's amazing how he has planned out his writing, because if you look at all of his books, they are divided into 3 series. 1 is Bharata series, 1 is Private series, and 1 is 13-step series. And just for fun, I'm going to be discussing this series of books in the form of how they were published in the particular series, not in the chronological order, which I usually do. So let's discuss the Bharata series. It's not Bharata series. First one is actually his theological fiction book, that is the Rosabelle Line. This is based on the idea that what if when Jesus was crucified, he actually escaped and he has been living in Kashmir. In actual, this book moves all over the world, featuring librarians, terrorist groups, assassins, and people like that. Do note that all of these books in the Bharat series are actually unrelated, so you do not have to read the first book to read the second one or any book, okay? You can pick up any book in the series and read without having read the previous books in the series. The second book in his Bharat series is Chanakya's Chant. Chanakya was a very famous guru in Indian history, very famous teacher in Indian history, and this book is divided into 2 parts. In one part, this Brahmin guides this ruler of the country, a small ruler of the country, to fight Alexander the Great and stop him from invading the country. And in the second part, Chanakya is reborn in the current India, and his ambitions include being the most powerful man once again, like he was in his previous life. But the problem is, now there is democracy in the country and he is fully prepared to do anything it takes to be in power again. That is what the plot of the book is about. The third book in the Bharat series is the Krishna Kiba. The story of this book revolves around this guy, this young guy who thinks he is the 10th avatar of Lord Vishnu. There was this prophecy that there would be a 10th avatar of Lord Vishnu that would be born in the Kali Yuga, and this guy thinks he's an avatar and he is actually a serial killer. And on the other hand, obviously there are multiple plot lines. There are historians that are trying to unearth and protect this very precious secret hidden in Indian history, and that is what the plot of the book is about. Haven't read these ones. I actually have read just 1 fiction book by the author and 2 non-fiction books. Next book in the Bharat series is the Sialkot Saga, which involves 2 businessmen who are trying to chase something, and in the process they may unearth a secret that was hidden years, centuries ago. And lastly, the latest release in the Bharat series, which I have read, is Keepers of the Kal Chakra by Ashwin Sanghi. It's actually one of my favorite thrillers, but I do have some issues with it, which I have discussed so many times, and I'll link the review video down below. But I really like this book anyway because of how so many plots have been blended together. There are people who are dying, heads of states who are dying, and nobody knows how they died or what was the cause of the death. They're just dying. There are scientists which are working in some mysterious manners. There are terrorist groups. There are murders, crimes, mysteries. All of that stuff is happening in this book. If you're into this kind of stuff, science fiction, conspiracy theories, historical fiction, pick up the Bharat series by Ashwin Sanghi. Pick up this book. You can pick it up. I have read it. It's a good one. Moving on to the Private series of Ashwin Sanghi, which is a series of crime thriller books. There are 2 books published so far that the author wrote in collaboration with a very famous crime thriller author, James Patterson, as of making this video. One is Private India. So there is this private investigation agency set in Mumbai, and they are working on a case. There are women who are being killed and they seemingly aren't connected. But the most mysterious and moving part is that they are being killed in a crazy, weird, ritualistic manner. And the plot is all about finding the killer who killed these women. Second one is Private Delhi. This plot also has murders that are happening, but these murders may be connected to one of the most powerful politician group of the country, and that is what the story is about. So basically it's about finding the killer, but it's trickier than usual because politicians are involved and they can get nasty. Have you seen Rajniti? Rajniti was the movie of Ranbir Kapoor, right? Have you seen that? Nasty stuff happening. And in the last, there is the 13 Step series, which is the series of non-fiction books that the author has been writing. Number one is 13 Steps to Bloody Good Luck. It's a book which may seem like, okay, are you going to teach me how to be lucky? But yes, the author teaches you that, but in the most scientific sort of manner, in the most practical manner. And I loved this book when I read it. I would absolutely read it again. I think it's a great self-help book for inspiration, for attracting more opportunities, for achieving success in your life. You know, just to get started with this sort of books, this sort of mentality, I think this is a good pick. Second one is 13 Steps to Bloody Good Wealth, which he wrote in collaboration with Sunil Dalal, who is a friend of Ashwin Sanghi, who knows a lot about personal finance. So this book is about personal finance and it can help you get started to be on the road of financial independence. And guys, I do not recommend one book to everybody. Barely happens because I believe every person is different and every book is different. And there is no one shoe fits all sort of thing happening in the reading industry. That can never happen. Everybody will resonate with different kind of books. But this is the kind of book that I think everybody should read. Because personal finance, money is an important part in all of our lives, and if we do not handle it correctly, all our efforts, all our hard work just goes to waste. This is why I think this is a very good book every 20-something person should be reading. If you're earning money, or if you're starting to earn money, or if you will start to earn money in a year or so, or in 2-3 years, pick up this book and read it, and then reread it every single year. Okay, I also need to reread it. Remind me about that. And lastly, there's a book I believe is for students, which is 13 Steps to Bloody Good Marks. If you want to get good marks and you need some tips about that, then check out this book. And those are all the books written by Ashwin Sanghi so far. I hope you will enjoy watching this video. I hope you got to know about some stuff about the author that you didn't know already. If you are a fan of Ashwin Sanghi books, then let me know which is your favorite Ashwin Sanghi book or which are the ones that you have read. Share in the comments down below. I really expect all of you, each of you watching this video to comment. So please do not break my expectations. Because I really want to know what are your thoughts about Ashwin Sanghi books, which are your favorites, which are your least favorites, and all that stuff. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, do hit a thumbs up. If there's any particular author you want me to cover in my next video in this series, then do let me know. Comment below and I'll make that video. This is Manvi signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon.